Hey everybody, hope you guys enjoyed a good Memorial weekend. I'm out here working with my brother Mark today. We're driving around and he's in a bid right now, and I wanted to take the time to share a quick message that me and my brother were actually just talking about. It's about, when you're young, maybe you live in the United States and you have a radio in your car. Well, we were talking about how we used to listen to the rock radio here in Minnesota, and you could turn it on, for a long time when we moved to Minnesota, we loved this rock radio. It had some of the music we like Linkin Park and, all kinds of bands that we just loved. And so I was telling him today that we haven't worked together for 6 months, so we're just kind of chatting. But today I was telling him about how I turned on the radio because I got this older truck and all it has is a radio. And I put on the old rock station and I was listening to this song, and it was a song I've heard a million times, but the lyrics, somewhere in the lyrics it goes, "I'm nothing special, I'm nothing special," and I was thinking in my mind, I looked at the radio, I'm like, why the hell would I listen to this? I know it's just music or whatnot, but I was thinking about how susceptible a young person's mind is. And if you're listening to something every day that's telling you that you're not special, you're basically embracing the slave mindset. And you can listen to, we were talking about Linkin Park, oh, my faith is dissolving, and just, there's always such negative content, such negative lyrics. But the riff, the guitar riff, the music, it's so catchy, it sounds great, it sounds cool, but it's just, the lyrics are garbage. And I just wanted to share that today. I still like to listen to music, right? But I'm very cautious. Sometimes you just need a cleansing from bad music. You need to just go some time without it, and always have a discerning mind when you're listening to something. Don't just accept anything that's flooding over your spirit. I wanted to share that quick video about that. I'm sure a lot of you guys already kind of know, but it's really those young kids that just don't know. They hear a catchy song and they're listening to it in their room over and over again. I'm nothing special, and they're not, that's why the scripture said to guard your heart, right? Don't just let anything in, or you can really warp your mind. And a good analogy I want to give before I, close the video, is if anybody's seen that movie Lord of the Rings, there's a scene where a king, he's very weak. He's a king, but his second man in command is kind of like a worm tongue. That's his name. He's constantly whispering in his ears, and he's manipulating this king, and he's got this king living in darkness with his head down, his eyes are all baggy, and this worm tongue is constantly whispering in his ear, and this guy has just become susceptible and under control of this evil person. And if you're not careful, you can let this slave mentality that the elites are trying to put on people, and the devil is trying to put on people, you can let it just wash over you. Next thing you know, you're in a lullaby, and you're living in that slave mindset, right? I was thinking about when I was a kid. I used to go, I know I'm kind of rambling now, but isn't that what you came for? You knew what you were signing up for when you clicked this video. Anyways, when I was a kid, I used to go to this elementary school, and they used to make us wear uniforms, and I thought that was pretty cool. Actually, I didn't like it at all. I was always into wearing my own clothes and having some sort of style and expressing myself. And I just didn't like the uniforms, but I thought I figured it was a part of life, and so I just went with it. But deep down, I always couldn't stand it. And now I'm looking back, and I'm just thinking about how society in a whole was already trying to get you to fall in line with everybody else. Look, it's okay if you have a corporate job or you're in some organization. That's great. That's all good. but why is it pushed on everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I have to wear a uniform? Why wasn't it optional? Why can't people that are free thinkers be free thinkers? Anyway, so there's that uniform, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, even when you're a kid, everyone's trying to box you in. Put this uniform on. You're not to be an individual. You're just like everybody else. Now listen to this music that everybody else listens to. I'm nothing special. You know, dude, it's just constant brainwashing, and you gotta free yourself of that. Free your kids of that. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but my dad has, like, when I was growing up, he was a polygamist and he had multiple wives. I can talk about that if anybody's interested. Well, one of his second wife would always complain to my dad and tell him that me and Mark were listening to this rock music that she didn't like. She thought it wasn't good for us. And back when I was a kid, I would just think, oh man, she's so uptight, let loose, Jesus, man, she's just controlling. But now I realize, she was just trying to help out. She was just seeing things and wanted us to be protected from this bad music. So I just want to encourage everybody. Of course, I still listen to music. I'm very guarded. Sometimes you can't help but listen to music. You're shopping for groceries or something, and you can't help but hear some catchy tune. But just be on guard. Don't accept every thought. Don't let everything just smooth over you. Kind of be on guard. And pray that God will wake you up and refresh your spirit, give you a clean space, it's a tough morning for me today. Hope you guys are patient with me. And by the way, I hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for all the new subscribers and all the people that are watching and clicking. But sometimes I realize with me, I'll go a season where I listen to some really bad music, and I shouldn't. But God will wake me up in the middle of the night, and I'll pray a little bit, and He'll wash me clean of all those thoughts, all those spiritual connections that are trying to grip on to my body and my mind. And it's really nice. I'm very privileged in that way. I don't know if a lot of people get that kind of a wake-up call. Sometimes maybe they're just in that hypnotic rhythm and they've been lullabied to sleep, and they're not willing to wake up and at least take some actions to get out of that and to think and be more free. Some people think freedom is scary, I guess. They want consistency and overlord, I guess. But I wanted to share that, and just to quickly recap. Don't let a wormwood whisper in your ear doubt and deceit and self-doubt and insecurities and I'm not good enough and you just want to quit. You got to fight those things. You have to wake up early when you want to sleep in and say, no, I want a better life for me and my kids. I don't have kids now, but you want to build a better life for when you do. Or if you do have kids, get up and fight for your kids. Fight for them. Fight for your own life. Don't get complacency. Don't get complacent. And I don't know. I hope that helps one kid. That's all I can really do. I hope you guys are all doing good, working hard, are healthy, enjoying summer if you're in a place where the weather is getting warm. I spent the weekend, me and my brothers are lucky enough we worked real hard and we bought a boat so that we can have a little bit of fun. And we spent the weekend on it, and I got sunburned as a ginger. Had a great time. Made some friends. Hope you guys all had a good time. Just, yeah. Anyways, guard your heart, guard your mind. I just wanted to share something today. Maybe this was a total mess, and it probably was. But if you took anything, feel free to hit a like, hit a comment, and yeah, keep spreading the good news and helping where you can.